Hello everyone, welcome back to Mount and Blade. And no, we're not in Wales, we are actually playing the mod, The War of 1812. The battle, the war between obviously the British and the weather and the Americans. And here are some of these fine fellows marching out. There you go, from the DRA, there's Drago. God, listen to that thunder, isn't it lovely? It's like being in Wales, isn't it? Okay, well then. So let's have a look at the sides. You've got the 32nd and the 1st Infantry von Nassau, or Van Nassau, sorry, on the side of the United Kingdom. On the side of the septic tanks, the United States, we have the 53rd, and we have Neppet in there, and the GRNR5, DRA, loads and loads of fellows in there. Anyway, so, oh dear, Private Riser has unfortunately stabbed himself in the testicles and fallen off the server, as indeed has Neppet. Now, I'll have a look at these fellows. The 32nd, Corporal of Horse Akima. And there is H-Guard, the Hussar, Fencer, Purple Cow, fine name, sir, and Sir Cloudy, in keeping with the weather. Oh dear, we've lost Cadet Peter Fenwick. He's been shot in the bonds. Who's this fellow? Cadet Valley from the 32nd, currently twiddling his thumbs. So we're going to say, oh my goodness, it's natives. They've even got the natives in here as well. From the 32nd, with a bit of native drumming and general native riflery. So, you can see these guys forming a sort of line of form. As you can see, there's Embert, who's the man at the back. There he is. The commanding officer, Colonel Guru Dennis, with the officer's moustache of command, that moustache of authority, moving out with the lads, supported by cavalry nearby. And poor old Private Bjorn has just caught a cannonball with his face. Now you can see here, oh my goodness, what name is that? Kai Wham? Kai Wham? Chosen man. And here's another one, Mrimurth. Now, they've probably all got their names backwards, no my luck. And now there's Renard moving in now. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. Look at these fine fellows of the British Army. Peyton T. Now, the Americans are out here somewhere. Ah, look at this. Supported by cavalry. Oh, hello, fellas. Look at that. Private Hans. Nathaniel Mailer, the captain. And there he is, look at that. Turner Orrig. There's Volunteer Eileen. Doesn't she look lovely? Oh my goodness, check out that chopper, boys and girls. Some serious axe work coming in your direction. Get to the chopper. So, look at that, another one. All these tomahawks, they're definitely out for trouble. They've got them all out. It's a mass chopper attack. Now, have they managed to kill anybody? As you can see, engineering work here. Oh no, actually, random chopper work. You can see, oh goodness me. Members of the 32nd have been asked a question. And it's all, oh my goodness. Oh dear, oh dear. That was unfortunate. That may have been Captain George, who's unceremoniously now stuck under a horse. As you can see, Captain George. Oh goodness, more murdering occurring. Who's this fellow? There's Zoms from the 53rd. Currently lacking a horse. Oh, there we go, he's throwing his tomahawk at the enemy. In come the British from the 32nd, they're charging in. And the 53rd are cheesing it in the opposite direction. Supported by members of the PRT. There's Recruit the Stick. There's a Centennial. Rambol going in with a bit of bayonety fun. Oh, fine stab, sir. The Stick has been murdered. Well and truly snapped. Oh, that's not looking good for the PRT. It's going very badly for them. Walking backwards. Oh, my goodness. Hash Trollet stabbed in the bottom. Oh, dear. Poor Hash Trollet. Took a 17-incher to the butt. Never mind. Well, it is a Saturday. Everybody needs a holiday, a hobby, I suppose. Oh my goodness, the DRA are firing back. As jumping into the middle of them is one of the English army. And that's Peyton T, unceremoniously murdered. But the reinforcements come in. Hananor from the 32nd, second lieutenant, in with his officer's saber, trying to do the damage and getting killed for this trouble. Oh, goodness me. Cadet Genesi. Out with the shotgun. No, shotgun pit. Out with the rifle. Now comes the chopperage. Run for it. Oh my goodness, look at this. Bayonet versus chopper. And Bayonet wins. It's all about that extra reach. And here is Haig. Currently running backwards to try and avoid the melee. Who's this? It's Eileen. Oh, fine kill by Eileen until sliced across the back by Fencer of the 32nd. Who's this fellow? It's Private Tagar. He's got the rifle butt out and unfortunately his butt has just been sliced. So, the 1st Infantry Van Nassau, Sergeant Beach and friends, looking to defend against the oncoming enemy. As more members of the 53rd are murdered horribly, no doubt by the cavalry. Look at this. Oh, brutal, brutal slayings everywhere. And now you can see the 32nd Chosen Men. There's Marksman Mermith. Dan Hurley. Oh my goodness. Yep, the flag has fallen. Oh goodness me, there's another man still in here. It's Reynard of the 32nd. Trying to stay covert as possible. And we've got another native as well. Look at him, doesn't he look lovely? Dennis Eppin. As they move into the cornfields, as they're finally the last man standing is no longer standing. And we return on the next round. Here we are, looking at the members of the 32nd. You can see mostly cavalry, some fine line troops, colour sergeant majors. As you can see, some supporting natives. No doubts they're in as the scouts, the bows and arrows, the war cries. And here you can see, obviously, Baker Riflemen moving out in the skirmishes, supported by the line troops and the Thunder. Yeah, it's definitely like Wales. I shouldn't joke, I love Wales. Absolutely beautiful place it is. And to be honest, rain, thunderstorm is probably one of my favourite weather conditions. Right, so over here we see members of the American Cavalry. Captain George of the 53rd. They look handsome. Mod has no revival. Oh dear. F in the chat without a doubt. Oh my goodness, look at all these fellows. There's Private Ricer. Looking good. Marco's in there. There's Atlas. Tagar. Essential. Volunteer Eileen. Grenadier Ivan. Cookie. There's Darius. Apellius. Peter Linhart. There's Cuckworth. Fine sideboard, sir. Neppet. Hang on, what's going on? Who's moved away? They've already started to move away. Here's Turner Orridge. And now you can see the flag holder for these fine cavalrymen. There's Zoms. And leading the line, Colonel Carl. Complete with moustache and sideboards. And, of course, the all-important officer's telescope with which he'll give you a beady eye. Hello, fellas. Here's the stick. And James, both recruits. And you can see them providing a little bit of cover to their teammates, the fine members of the PRT. Corporal, I hate minorities. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my goodness, it's Private Boogie. Also of the PRT. Now, what's going on over here? Things are afoot, ladies and gentlemen. There's Second Lieutenant Hanano, following in behind the Colonel, Mr. Guru Dennis, of course. Now, do we have any defenders in this small hut? Not really seeing any, but we'll have to see how it works out for them. Random person standing in the fog. And as you can see, there is some fires at least still working, despite the weather. Anybody in the house? No, look, it's so poorly made, you've even got rain inside the house. That's how bad it is. Seriously bad design. Oh my goodness, there's murdering going on. Oh, this is where it's happening, in the cornfield. Oh, the corn's going to grow really well this season. There's all the nutrients from the blood that is pouring into it is going to help. So I hope you like your corn well fed, because that's exactly what's going to happen. As the bayonets taking down multiple horses. As the members of the PRT have survived, some of them. There's Cuckworth and friends trying to defend against the attack of the cavalry. As they disappear off away from the cornfield. Now, here the members of the PRT, there's Hans and Eva Lego, mercenary. Oh, it looks like the infantry Van Nassau have been jumped. What's going on here? There's trouble afoot. The 53rd are having a go at the artillery, that's for damn sure. A nice mortar there. Or howitzer, I should say. Oh my goodness, it's the major. Biggest oh, Jesus Christ. Biggest Dicus Africanus. Quite a mouthful. In more ways than one. But anyway, we'll move on swiftly from that. And we'll look at Grenadier Ivan, who is currently making off with the other members of the cavalry. Telenchani is Apellius. And these guys continuing to look for... And there we go. They're going to keep the cavalry at sort of relatively good limits, because too much cavalry can be unbalancing. Oh my goodness, random horse. Hello, random horse. Now, what's going on here? Member of the PRT, I hate minorities. He's going in for a stab and a grab. He's going in for the kill, and he's shot to death by his teammate. Oh dear. And now you can see Leuven 34 from the NR5. Oh god, somebody's got his horse stuck in the entrance. Oh, that's a wonderful place to park a horse. I mean, really? Blimey scum. Love it. Anyway, as you can see, the house has not got better. It's still raining inside, and now it's just littered with corpses, which is just rude. And you can see here, Drago from the DRA, basically getting a little bit of a warm-up in the wet and the cold from the nearby fire. With Old Glory dropped outside, and now you can see the members from the DRA and the other fellows. Oh my goodness. Are making their way up, and the round's over. Goodness me. That was over pretty quickly, and we're on to a map change, boys and girls. Well, we're back with the next round. And as you can see, every time I see one of these types of covered bridges, it always reminds me of Sleepy Hollow and stuff like that. Good stuff. So, here we go. The round is underway. Let's check on this homestead. See what kind of facilities it has to offer. Multiple rooms, obviously. Not much in the way of facilities, I have to say, inside. The walls seem very see-through. Can't say I'm that impressed. Same with the barn. Oh, the barn actually has walls, but there's not a lot stored in it, so empty barn. And we've got another barn over here that has an entrance. Fine roof. And that's about it. And bales of hay, or, yeah, these are, yeah, so hay. Plenty of straw, corn, all that kind of stuff collected for the harvest. And here we can see, moving out, the 53rd there, of course, Mr. Africanus, he of the biggest dickus.
Remember the Raisin River.
The Raisin River, of course. Now, look at this. This is probably the only shallow area on the map that they can make their way across. And so you can see Colonel Carl. Did somebody just snuff it as they walked across the river? I think someone did. No, on the edge of the water. Poor old Cadet Broken Bones was assassinated.
Limey scum.
There he lies. Living up to his name. Broken bones and broken everything else too. Now, these lovely fellows of the 3rd. Look at these guys. Don't they look handsome? Fine, brave fellows all. Now, who's a little bit late? Oh dear, Private Tager. Quite literally the tail end, Charlie. So let's go and have a look around. What's going on here? They've taken control of this defensive point. As you can see, pretty good defensive point. Now, how do they get in? I suppose they get in by here, and then up the stairs, and then into this defensive position. So it's a pretty well defended position, despite the noise. There's going to be a noise complaint somewhere. But generally speaking... Oh, hello. Some artillery, boys and girls. Kugelblitz of the 32nd. And who's the man with the Stoker? It's Bombardier Cack. Which direction is he going to put it? Oh, look at this. The British Army moving in. The 32nd going in for a murder against the DRA. Haig defending himself. Horses come charging in. Who's that running away? Who's that running away from all the trouble? It's Moritz of the DRA, who's decided to hide under cover to try and ensure his survival. And here, Dark of the NR5, picking up a musket. Now look at this, the cannon is in place. Bombardier Cack gonna load himself a nice cannonball. He can then fire down this road. Oh goodness me, what's going on here? There's the Hussar. Look at this. Oh, now he's going to go and try and fire across the river. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're saying nice things about me, isn't that sweet? Unfortunately, I'll have to pause the video to see what they say. It's difficult to read the text sometimes, but generally speaking, I don't tend to read the text during a cast because it takes away from the focus on the actual game. And speaking of the game, hello boys. It's going to be getting a bit hot and sweaty in here, I have to say, because obviously the sun is beating mercilessly down, and wood is not exactly known for its non-flammable properties, but you know, whatever. Now the 53rd have taken some damage, as you can see them being shot at by the infantry Van Nassau. Oh my goodness, engineering work is underway. Who is the engineer of choice? Phoenix of the 32nd. Fantastic stuff. So you can see some fine engineering being worked on. Have we just lost a cannoneer already? Oh, for God's sake. No, that's a horseman, so we're okay there. So he's having to put these defensives in position to enable the cannon to continue to operate. Now, you can see up here the river crossing that's occurring, and predominantly, I think they're going to want to reduce this to rubble, and that's exactly what they're doing with the cannon. So you can see there's a few holes in the woodwork right now. So these guys are coming under a significant amount of pressure and cannonballs. That's making their life generally difficult. Now obviously it's difficult to have cover when there's a massive great hole in the side of the building, but you know. See what I mean? No respecters of property. And also the amount of smoke that's being generated means it's difficult for them to see what the hell's going on. But, you know, Them's is the breaks, boys and girls. Them's is the breaks. So, more defensive position here. The rifleman. The rifleman now. It's all charge, boys and girls. Here we go. They're coming out of the pillboxes. And it's time for... Are they going to have a riverside battle? How is this going to work? Because if I look at this... Oh, right, okay, so it's nice and shallow. So there's going to be a standoff now. Are they going to have a fight in the river?
Damn Yankees!
Or are they... Oh, look, there we go, across... Oh, look at that. The tomahawks are going across. Fine throwing of tomahawks. Oh, dear. Oh, that wasn't very nice. That was shooting. Very uncalled for. Oh, well, I suppose one good thing about the melee in the middle of the river is at least the water will wash away the blood. You know, maybe the fish will enjoy the nutrients, but either way, it's not looking good for these boys. The British are kind of running them over. There's Bombardier Phoenix. Now, what's going on up here? Hello. Corporal of Horse. The Sabre is out. Oh, hello. Oh, it's going to go bad. It went very bad for Eileen. So, 17 remaining from the United States. 12 from the United Kingdom. The Watcher's Bombardier Phoenix is defending himself. His movement is going to be limited by that leather apron. And the murdering continues as the 53rd. Oh, a nice team kill for another cadet there. Poor cadet. Oh, goodness me, what's going on here? Captain George from the 53rd going ham with the melee skills. Heavens above, look at this man go. This is lovely stuff right now as we're watching him murder the local population. And there we go. Now, is there somebody left upstairs? Knock, knock. Hello, boys. We come to stab you in the face. Yep, one down. And now they come back down. And down goes another. What's going on? Oh, it's all kicking off here. And Epin is finally finished off. So, we move on to the next round. Yeah, we're back with the next round. Oh, goodness me, it's natives. Yep, the natives are out in force. It's Colonel Robin, look at that. Good to see the Native Americans fighting back for the land. And I know it says United Kingdom versus United Kingdom, but, you know, it's a different aspect here. So the former scouts for the British Army have now rebelled against their oppressors. Imagine the guy recording the Indian screams, yeah. Noisy bunch of sods, aren't they? But never mind. So, out come the bows. Oh, goodness me, in fact, it's all Indians versus Indians. Out come the bows, so we've already killed the stick. And the fine spearing coming in as well. Look at this, more murdering with the tomahawks. Brutal murderization occurring. Oh, now's not the time to reload your rifle. As the arrows go in, there we go, first team kill on the board. As these guys continue to fire back. Look at that spear. Beautiful stuff. Hello, what's going on over here? There's a man with a very large chopper. Actually, no, it's more of a club. Yeah, he's definitely more of a club than a chopper. Oh, goodness. He's taken... Oh, dear. Oh, that's harsh. Taking an arrow in the back. They're a noisy bunch, aren't they? The war cry designed to strike fear into the enemy. Oh, dear. Oh, no. We've just lost Kwai-Em. Look at these boys. This brave fellow, arrow sticking out of him. And now fighting with the rifle. He's going to butt him. It's butt action as we speak. A bit of fun with the butt. More members falling. Look at these arrows whistling over the head. Oh, that was harsh. Poor Mailer murdered. Close range. Oh, hello. This is just nasty. Down goes Shades. There's Atlas. How the hell he sees anything in that? God only knows. He is like the masked man from The Princess Bride. I wonder if he's left-handed. Anyway. Broken Bones Cadet. Now, let's see. Numbers. 20 dead. 31 dead. 9 left on the left-hand side. The United Kingdom. And 32 left remaining. Oh, this is not going to go well. Yeah, this is really bad. Reynard. Out comes the chopper. Fine slicer. Oh, nice kill. Oh, brutal close arrow until Reynard is murdered. On the beach. On the riverbank. And the next round, the British are going to get a chance to set fire to the White House again. Because they did that previously. Because we're nice like that, you know. Find a building that's symbolic of people who rebelled against you. Why not set it on fire? Now. One man's left. Guru saying this is civilized warfare. Oh dear. Is this the last man? No, it's not. Oh! We're going to end that round here and move on to the next one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're British, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Yep, we're going to set fire to the White House. Now, as you can see, vastly different White House from the White House we are used to seeing. There's no West Wing. Obviously built, I believe, in the 1940s. The West Wing was. So this is the original house. The house of John Adams. And for, oh goodness me. That went well. Here the 53rd are defending the White House. And as you can see, they're not real respecters of property. They're breaking most of the windows. And that looks like a very nice balcony to go and stand out on and get shot at. So let's go and find their opponents. Well, as you can see, they're being attacked by the Smurfs. And some artillery, the howitzers. So you've got a howitzer at one end and a howitzer at the other. Bombardier Phoenix. And away it goes. So you can see them trying to break down the front walls. Nearby the front walls you have... Oh, lovely shot. Members of the British Army continuing to push. Supported by their native scouts. Choco Prince from the 32nd. I love it. Out come the Tomahawks. Oh, brutal. Purple Cow murdered horribly. More members of the natives being taken down as they charge into the White House. Defended by a man with a pole, Volunteer Eileen. Oh, gets a large chopper. Oh, just got choppered to death. Poor Eileen. Multiple large choppers in the rear. Oh, hello. A secret entrance. That's exactly what that is. Now, hello. Oh, Okay, well, I think it's fair to say the howitzers are kind of making their own holes to assist in their attack. But they still have to come down this fenced area, which, as you can see, is not conducive to high survival rates. But attacks from the side, coming in from the lights of the third. Leno unable to get in. Just about. No, they can make it in through there. And they run into some natives. But there's Willy Whiskey. Oh, goodness me, look at this long corridor. Oh, dear. Someone's overdone it on the booze. Dirty bastards. So you can see down the long hallway out of the White House is essentially a brick wall. So not sure why this is here. Don't know how the design plan is, but, you know, whatever. But it is over one side of the White House. And as you can see, there's a few more holes in the White House than we're used to seeing. This might be the location of new windows. But rubble continues to fall. And the entrance to the White House is being peppered. Oh, hello. You seem to have found a very helpful place to hide. Haig there from the DRA. Now, flying down in through the front. And Zatreem here from the Infantry Van Nassau. Looking for enemies. Where are the buggers? Oh, they've got to be up there. Oh, hello, fellas. Yeah, this is where they're going to be. In the building. Defending all the areas. Stuck in like little bugs in a trap. Very, very difficult to get out. But the holes are certainly making things a little bit more conducive to fun. So you can see here. Oh dear. Dennis Eppin stuck in the... They're trying to kick him out. It's not working. They may have to murder him to save him. Never mind. He just walks in, looks at them briefly. It's like, okay then. Oh, have they saved him? They saved him! Just in time for the ceiling to start dropping on his head. Oh, goodness me, look at this. More attacks continue. The holes are being battered into the White House here. The scouts continue to push. Ukima. Minus horse. Doesn't he look wonderful? Oh, hello. You got up the top. Private Hazard. Now, the question I'm wondering is how they made it out there. Oh, blimey. Uh-oh. And down goes Mac. Oh, dear. Poor Mac. What's going on around here? There's definitely something going on. Now, I'm curious to know how they made it up to the roof. There must be an entrance somewhere. Difficult to say, because right now the roof is being reduced into rubble. And is lowering the frame rate. So, you know. Anyway. Here you can see, essential, look at this. The smoke is everywhere. Apalius, oh heavens, runs into a load of bayonets in the main corridor. There's a bit of bow work coming in from Fencer. Oh, fine bow, sir. Straight in the noggin. And this is the defensive position of the NR5. Look at these fellows. That doesn't appear to be the Resolute desk, but, you know, pretty close. Oh, yeah, they're having a fight right over the centre. It looks like an oval, but it's not the actual Oval Office. I suppose it's made up to look like it, but, you know, it isn't technically. So, nice chair. They're all hiding behind the big desk. You got defenders with a large pole like Recruit Marco. Over the other side, you've got Nalex waiting to move in. The likes of the 32nd. Oh, hello. Oh, brutal. He's no more. Umbra of the NR5. Look at this. Battles in the hallways. Oh, bit of lag. Hellbred. And he gets battered. As more people get killed by the explosions. And the shrapnel rattling through the house. As we look through the window to see the murdering continue. As the artillery continues. Hello, what are you doing here? Mermith? Look at that, the holes in this building. The utter lack of respect. Two guys on the top again. How have they made it up here? I'm curious to know. Could they have come through there? No, that's too small. Is there an entrance up top? Goodness me. Hello. No, there's nothing to indicate why or how they got up here. So it shall have to remain a mystery. Oh, goodness. The top of the roof continues to be smoked out. These guys are struggling for any kind of ability to see what they're shooting at. And this is the siege that has 5 minutes remaining. Can they defend the White House for long enough? As you can see, there's still a lot going on. Well, there's Private Bjorn of the 3rd. In with commanding officer or second. Oh, goodness. Oh, dear. Look at these guys. A few problems there with the... Oh, dear. Falling through the roof. Rubble falling from the ceiling. Holes all over the place. This is going to be an estate agent's nightmare. Oh, brutally killed. There's Purple Cow shot in the bonds. And a nice team kill coming in dark. Taking down multiple enemies. The NR5 fighting as all the rubble rattles around them. Sorry, Mr. Indian. And he goes in for a stab with the bayonet. Oh, got to avoid the shot. And he didn't. As Fenwick murdered him horribly. Soviet Yoda with a great name. Oh, goodness. It's raining soldiers. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Another soldier came flying down. Attack of the Smurfs. Look out. Oh, dear. Yeah, this kind of not... Oh, heavens. That was a big kill. That was a beautiful shot. With the howitzer. Straight in through the roof. Into the room. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of sandbags in here, boys and girls. There's some stairwell going up. As you can see, main stairwell going up here. Through all the sandbags. Through all the defensive bunks. Here in the barracks. Oh, hello. Scarecrow. Finished off. 7 members on the opposing United States side. And down he goes. 6 remaining. Melon. As you can see, they're having problems with the clipping. And a nice team kill to end it on. Well, what can you say? The White House ain't so bloody white anymore, is it? I mean, granted, this side is, but these boys made it. And good for them. Well, that has been it for this War of 1812 event, boys and girls. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much to the 32nd for hosting the event and to the 53rd for inviting me along. It's been fun. And I hope you boys and girls have enjoyed it as well. And we'll see you again for more Mount and Blade. Take care, everyone. See you soon.